High School for tonight's football game, featuring the Mansfield High School Hornets and our guests, the Warriors of King Philip High School. Athletes, coaches, and officials have worked hard to prepare for tonight's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Fans, please remember to socially distance and wear your mask at all times. Our head coaches for tonight for the King Philip Warriors, Brian Lee, and for the Mansfield Hornets, Michael Ray.
Welcome to Mansfield football. This is Larry Smith, joined with Mike Zongetti. Good evening, Mike.
Hey, Larry.
This is a rare Saturday evening game here in Mansfield, and we have King Philip visiting the Hornets. Mansfield has not lost this year. Mike, give us a little overview of the history between King Philip and Mansfield here. A couple of top heavyweights usually going at it for the title, right?
Yeah, for the last, I don't know, I'd say maybe 10 years now. It's been KP and Mansfield perennially at the top of the league standings, and prior to that we had many years, if not decades, with North Attleboro and Mansfield generally duking it out. And but King Philip has really risen through the ranks over the last several years, and every year, like, I can't think of an off year they've had. They're always competitive, kind of similar to Mansfield.
Right.
Whereas some of the programs in the league, like Franklin, they could have a great year, and then next year might be an off year. So, but King Philip is always tough.
All right, we'll have our national anthem now and look into Heroes Corner with all the armed services
Now we
flags.
ask you to direct your attention to the flag in the scoreboard end zone in the Heroes Corner and pay honor and respect to the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
With the COVID restrictions, there's no band, and we do have cheerleaders out there, but the recording of the national anthem does just fine. And we're happy to have live streaming this year, Mike. This is a first. Again, I think a result of the COVID, I believe. And welcome to all the parents of players and ex-players, ex-fans. Hopefully they're watching us now, old friends, new friends. And as far as this game, Mike, I think Mansfield comes in undefeated. And what was it, last week King Philip dropped one to Milford with that passing attack?
Yep. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, Mansfield played Milford, and that game was live streamed as well, and it was a good game. We won 20-7. Mansfield's defense was just incredible. Yeah, we'll talk about that game. And then last week, King Philip played Milford, and Milford won 0. So what is that, the transitive property of mathematics? If we beat Milford by a couple touchdowns and they beat King Philip by a couple touchdowns,
Ergo.
that means nothing.
A little squib quick up the middle there. Looks like 40-yard line return. Might have to put on my glasses here to see the roster. We're underway here. Mansfield gets the ball. 1st and 10. 40-yard line.
I mean, Milford has a legit defense. So it was interesting to see, unlike the Franklin game where we pretty much ran at will, it was good to see us play against the tough defense.
Right. It looks like the numbers for King Philip are down. The sideline, it looks like another 10 guys on the field, 15 guys maybe.
Yeah, their numbers are way down this year.
Bowen throws his pass. Oh, right there. Little long, but almost incomplete to Gill.
Yeah, King Philip didn't have enough players this morning to field a freshman team, so they had to take some of their sophomores and have them play.
Again, another byproduct of this pandemic.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure, like every year, King Philip's defense is tough. Their running game, they usually have a great stable of backs, just like Mansfield.
Right. And how many years ago was Mosey Tutupu, the ex-Patriot, the coach? Was that 10 years ago plus?
I think it's more than
that.
Yeah.
15, 20?
Yeah. Oh, when he was
a coach?
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I think that might be about right.
Short gain up the middle. Holmes.
What was interesting, one of the interesting things about that Milford game was that Milford has a Division I quarterback off to UMass Amherst next year. He transferred from Bishop Fian.
Right, highly touted, right?
Yeah, and he, tall, great arm, but he just, Mansfield just had his number the whole game. He threw 2 or 3 interceptions. You could tell has great skills, but he just had an off game.
Yeah. Bowen throws a little screen pass.
Oh, nice.
Knowlton looks like he's having enough for the first down here and more. Gets a block downfield. Still going. Oh, drops the ball. Fumble picked up by Holmes.
Bowen's pass is complete to Emery.
What if they planned that, Mike? Was that a little lateral or was that just a bounce fumble?
Nice play by
Nice
Knowlton.
play. Nice third
block,
down
lead
conversions.
Block.
Looks left, throws right.
That's a gain of 34 yards.
Tom Farrier doing the math in his head. 39-yard pickup. Down to the 25-yard line of King Philip. Again, a sparse crowd here, just family allowed in.
Yeah. Oh, nice play.
A little move outside, get some room. Look at the moves. He's a little shake and bake there.
Complete spin around.
Anthony Como, the moves.
Harry Brown on the stop. That's a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 at the 22.
In an abbreviated season, right? Not the usual 10 games, Mike. I mean, they're trying to fit in as many as they can. I know they had a game against Taunton that had to push. I guess they had problems there, so they had to move that, and maybe in a couple of weeks we'll have them here.
I think we go there, but
okay.
Yeah, that had to get rescheduled because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can already tell this is going to be a little bit different defense than what Franklin presented.
Yeah, they got some big boys here. 79's got some size, and 77's got some size, right? A couple of big linemen.
It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 16.
So next Friday we have Attleboro here, right?
Yep.
The Bombardiers.
I think they were beaten by Franklin, so.
Ergo. Do that transitive math, is that it?
I just made that up.
Well, it sounds impressive.
Sincere Gill on the carry. 1st down, Hornets.
The Mansfield-Milford game, it was one of the most penalty-filled games I've seen Mansfield play. And at the end of the game, I couldn't tell if it was Mansfield's sloppiness or the refs just seemed to be calling everything
Really?
on both sides. So Milford had run up a lot of penalty yardage as well.
That's not usually the Mansfield game.
Right.
Usually it's mistake-free or pretty much wide open the end zone. Touchdown.
Knowlton.
Number 8, Everett Knowlton.
2 receptions on
Senior.
the first drive.
The left-handed quarterback finds his receiver in the end zone. Touchdown Hornets.
Everett Knowlton.
Conversion attempt coming up. You can do it on the ground and in the air, Mike.
Yeah, that's more passing than we've done really thus far this season.
And
A couple on the first series.
We've seen some nice running attacks here by Mansfield with Comer and Gill. I mean, these guys can break it long, and you have to respect that. But they found the receiver in the end zone that time. Conversion is good. Hornets take an early 7-0 lead. 8:33 left in the first.
Yeah, it's going to be, if we really continue to develop that passing attack, it's going to be really tough to stop us.
Yeah.
Because for most of the first few games, it was predominantly runs, or they could kind of key on the running game, and we could still generally beat them.
I was walking in today with a local sports writer who will go nameless, initials PG, and he didn't think this was one of the better King Philip teams since they're getting shut out last week. He goes, they have pretty good defense, but they're having trouble scoring. So we'll see what they do with their first possession here coming up with a kickoff. Mansfield drove down, got a touchdown. Let's see what King Philip can do.
Mansfield's defense against Milford was just incredible. They gave up one 70-yard running play early in the game, and that was it.
We see TJ Guy on the sideline getting a drink of water. And what are his plans for next year, Mike? Off to college?
Michigan, yeah.
Big Blue. Nice tackle.
The Grundy on the return.
It's like number.
So remember the Franklin game? How the first
18.
period lasted.
Yeah.
The first period seemed to last an hour.
It did. There was a lot of scoring.
So the same thing happened in the Milford-Mansfield game. I don't know what was going on, but the Milford announcer made the same comment.
Really?
Oh, man, finally, the first quarter.
Well, it is a little eerie, It's kind of like a scrimmage feeling because there's no real noise and there's no real fans here other than the parents. So it's kind of an unusual feeling. And again, it's Saturday night, which we usually don't have those. 1st and 10 for the 19. The handoff up the middle. No gain. Maybe a loss.
I think this is going to be Mansfield's biggest test for the rest of the season, right? If they have Attleboro, Taunton.
Yeah.
No, actually, Taunton was beaten by Franklin. I don't think Attleboro was. But they have Attleboro, Taunton, and Foxborough to round out the season.
So, yeah, barring any surprises, Mansfield, assuming they win this game, should clear the table, as they say. And no Super Bowl this year, right? Just league title.
No playoffs, yeah.
Well, I guess on the positive side, you have the seniors get to have their senior season, however abbreviated it is.
Yeah.
And, that's, they're practicing since they were little kids, and you want to at least have them have their senior season.
Yeah, this was great that they could squeeze this in. Mansfield's defensive backs were just amazing against Milford.
Yeah.
The quarterback must have thrown 30, 35 times and picked off a few times.
Yeah, there was a tackle on that kickoff by number 18, and it's not on the roster here. It's CJ. CJ Wall? Was that what his name? CJ Bell. CJ Bell.
The freshman? Yeah.
Yeah, he made a nice tackle on the open field there. I was telling somebody the other day about the first year we did this. I tried to get a roster. I went on the internet and printed one out, and it was from the year before, and I was announcing players that had graduated. You're signaling me to me, no, that's an old roster. I'm like, oh, my God. Little hole there up the middle. Short gain.
Crawford Cantave on the carry.
Off tackle.
Yeah, C.J. Bell. I mean, not that many freshmen
On the stop.
you'll see this much playing time
Yep.
on the varsity roster.
That is a gain of 4 yards.
The 3rd and 6, I'd say.
Mansfield freshmen actually dropped the game today to King
Third
Philip.
down
It's
and
hard to tell with
The sophomores.
sophomores playing, and numbers weren't there for the KP side.
Yeah. Would you guess, Mike? A little pass here, maybe?
I think so.
Little shift to the right.
Yeah. Loaded that zone.
Defense shifts along. Quarterback rolls out. Ooh, he's taken down. Looks like he's going to be short.
Cantave on the keeper.
Pickup of 2 or 3, I guess. Short.
Ryan DiGirolamo on the stop.
Quarterback looks pretty quick, though.
A gain of 5 yards. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 28.
What team would you think of when you think of going for it on 4th when you don't expect it, right? We saw that.
I'd be shocked if, they're going to punt. I can't believe it.
Well, they're going to show the punt formation. We don't know with this team. They'll pull a trick on you. Yep. This short season, you got to go for it, make something happen. Watch a little pass here, maybe. Looks like that lineman punting here. Maybe not
Oh,
that.
here we go.
Oh, a shift. Snap.
Wow.
Got a flag down. Somebody was out of place. Nice catch. Comer goes left. Gets some yardage. Still going. Over the 30, down to the 25. Nice return. We have a flag on the field.
They should have gone for it, right?
Well, after that, yeah, they're no worse off than if they did and failed. That might have been motion or too many men.
Danny Clancy on the stop for the Warriors.
The referee's pointing to the King Philip side.
I don't think the guy in motion got set before the snap.
They're still discussing it. Watch the man in the white hat.
Mansfield's ready to run the play.
Penalty against the Warriors is declined. Hornets take over first. And
Yeah, he just
10
pointed to the
at
King
Warrior
Philip side and said
19.
decline, so it was probably a motion, I would imagine. We got some
There's
holding
flags
going on
everywhere.
here. Yeah,
Bonus pass is incomplete.
lots of flags down in the backfield. Looks like holding on Mansfield.
There are flags on the play. Holding against the Hornets.
You were telling me Bowen's a pretty good basketball player, right?
Oh, yeah, he's great. Yeah. Great athlete.
And when did that season end? Roughly.
Oh, February maybe? Yeah, they rolled right into football
Yeah.
quickly.
I was wondering if this spring football stepped on any other sports here.
I think they were back to back. It's great to see him, develop his passing attack as the year goes on here. I don't think first game we didn't pass
First
much at
down
all.
and
We didn't need to,
26
obviously, but
for the Hornets at the 35.
We got illegal procedure here again. Mansfield is getting a little sloppy. Maybe that sloppiness from last week's carrying over, huh?
yeah, there were a lot of penalties on both teams, and it was
It'll be
at some
first
pretty critical
down
points
and
too.
31
Some big, third
from the
down
40.
penalties that. Because we scored on our first drive and then didn't score for some time after that. We got a pick six. Comer had 2 interceptions, 1 pick six.
And you watched the game live. Was it
Yeah, it was live
a
streamed,
feed from Mid-Milford?
Yep. I was debating whether to try to go and sneak in, but
Sincere Gill slips through the middle.
Boy, that last 5 yards took him like 1 second.
Tripped up by number 6, Ryan Gately.
Like 2 steps and he went 10 yards.
Unlike the Franklin game where he was just running around people,
Yeah.
he had to run. He had to run through a lot of people at Milford. He did a nice job.
Yep.
I think one fumble, but he did a nice job. The whole slate of backs did.
Yep.
It was 27 at halftime, and that was the final score. It was we never really kind of ran away with it.
So it's 2nd and 20 here from the 29-yard line of King Philip. Hand off to Gill. Smothered just over the 30, 29.
KP's always known for their gang tackling.
Yeah.
Every year.
On the stop. No gain. 3rd and 20 from the 29.
3rd and 20.
Unleash that left-handed pass.
Yeah. It's a big series for KP after that long punt return. If they can stop Mansfield here, that would be
Yep.
a big swing for them.
There's 4:30 on the clock in the first quarter. Maybe they'll pass to Knowlton again. See if they can get
yeah, he seems to be
that going again.
the go-to guy. Oh, he's open.
Oh, a little too far. Incomplete to
Good
Knowlton.
call. Who called the pass to Knowlton?
Well, go-to guy, like you said.
Jeez.
It's not a reach.
Here we go. Here we go. The prognosticator.
The magic tricks.
Wow. So what do you call on 4th and 20?
Same play.
Yeah.
Just go right at it. If they're not covering your guy, just do it till they do.
Pass rush had an impact on that play for sure.
Yeah. And look at the 2 defensive tackles.
Wow, we got 4 guys out.
They got to be 300
left.
pounds.
Yeah.
280 anyways. He's scrambling. He's going to go down. Good pass rush by King Philip. Goes over on downs.
Danny Clancy on the
King Philip with a good defensive stop here.
Yeah,
Keeps it at 7-0 Hornets.
That's tough to do after a 40, 50-yard punt
Absolutely.
return. Brings it down to your 20-yard line. Back them up 20 yards from there and take over possession.
The Mansfield defense comes back out. I have to say, Mike, I think the defense has been more impressive this year. As impressive as the offense has been, the defense has really, I mean, interceptions, pick sixes. I mean, how often do you see that?
Yeah, they've just been unbelievable. Especially against, a D1 quarterback who generally had enough time to throw.
Right.
I mean, the pass rush was good, but he was able to evade it most times.
King Philip runner stumbled getting off the mark there, so a little loss there.
On the keeper, TJ Guy on the stop.
All right, test your memory here, Mike, on recent history. TJ Guy's going to Michigan, Division I powerhouse. What's the last? Can you name a last couple of Division I college players that Mansfield produces? Because we always remember Ramari Walker went to BC. That was a few years ago. We had some guys. The Hill, Jeff Hill went to Bentley. But
Yeah,
that's
some
Division
D2,
II, right?
Yeah.
A lot of guys went Division III.
A couple went like 1 AA.
Nick Bartolino.
Hofstra.
Yeah,
several
Rhode
years
Island. We
ago.
had a defensive back went to Rhode Island. Remember
Oh,
him?
yeah, Rodney Chance.
Yeah, right. You can remember the name. Look at you.
1 AA.
Yep.
1A. Have not been that many 1A players.
It's tough to break into that. I mean, you think about it.
I can't think of anyone else going to BC from Mansfield and playing football.
Third and 12. Drops back. Try to throw it. Get some pressure.
Knowlton's got a beat on him. Boy, the quarterback's
Throws
quick.
it across the field. Picked off.
Oh, wow.
He steps out of bounds. Comer.
How many? He's got
Interception by the Hornets.
Oh,
We got a late
late
flag
flag.
here.
Flag on the Warrior sideline.
What was that all about? We got a
Anthony
we got a
Comer
replay
on the
here.
Interception for the Hornets.
These referees take the time making a call, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
It's like a filibuster. Pointing to Mansfield.
They are a chatty group, that's for sure.
Personal foul, Mansfield. Well, we got the pick, and
Personal foul penalty
this will end up being like a punt, I guess. Setting him back.
Comer, Mr. Pick 6.
I know. My God.
That's got to be like 4 this year.
You think he could probably play?
He
Probably play defensive back in college right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got an eye for the ball. He's got the speed, the skill. He's all set.
He had 2 interceptions against Milford. One was a pick 6. He had a pick 6 against Franklin.
Yeah,
or
right.
2 maybe.
Yeah, I know. Well, in any event, after all that, it'll be 1st and 10 Hornets on their own 20. They'll see if they can extend that 7-0 lead.
Okay, the refs are ready to get the game going again.
Are the refs getting paid by the hour, Mike, tonight? Because they seem to be dragging this on. It's still 2:23 left in the first, and it's almost midnight.
Nico Holmes on the carry.
Nico Holmes.
Ryan Gately, Harry Brown on the
Five
stop.
5-yard pickup, something like that. Looks like it.
Yeah.
Close, 4 or 5.
That's a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6 from the 24. Anybody hear what they're yelling about over there?
Oh, motion. Somebody jumped. Another penalty, Mike.
False start
Yeah, it
penalty
is.
against
False
the
start.
Hornets. It'll be 2nd and 11 from the 19.
It is unusual. This whole year, though. I mean, I wonder how many practice sessions they've had.
They probably
relative
didn't have
to
much. They didn't have much, so yeah,
most
that
years.
equals, mistakes. But this is the type of thing you make these mistakes. It's 7-0. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
I've seen games where some team steals it on you because they hang around and they get a late score. And how did this happen? 2nd and 11 from the 19. Oh, Gill takes the handoff, hands off. Holmes, big run up the middle.
Nice
Looks like a
job.
first down.
Nico Holmes on the carry.
He's got a low center of gravity, Mike. Tough to
Oh,
bring
yeah.
down, huh? Strong legs.
Hits the hole really
He
quickly,
does. He's got
too.
a quick acceleration.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st and 10 Hornets at their own 35.
That's tough having Sincere as a quarterback. It's
How
just
do you
like-
how do you defend that? At any time you can do that wildcat, and he's a quick runner. Hey, Boone's going to be the shotgun quarterback here. See what he does. 1st and 10. Handoff, sweep.
nice defense.
Oh, he's pulled down there. Drew Sacco, runner.
Sophomore.
Drew Sacco on the carry.
I agree with your comment on this game. It's it's only 7-0.
Right.
You know, we scored.
Here we are talking about blowouts and everything, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, they go for 2 and they win 8-7 right at the wire. Oh my God, what happened? And that's the end of the first quarter. Hornets still leading 7-0.
It's a little bit like the Milford game. We just scored within the first couple minutes of the game, and then
it slowed down. And I've exhausted the stories of King Philip in my little folklore story, Mike, so I'm not going to bring that up again.
Right.
With the punchline being the Phillips head screwdriver. I'm not going to say it. I'm done with that. But I did reel you in that first time. You looked at me, really? Is that true? I'm like, no.
You definitely had me. Two legendary coaches here tonight, that's for sure.
Mark Schaefer down on the sideline.
All right.
Doing a lot of work with the Gridiron Club and the football website.
Yeah, it'll be nice when we get back to some sense of normalcy. Maybe they'll schedule another trip sometime in the next couple of years.
That would be fun. That would be nice, yeah.
Had to get away from that for the last couple seasons.
Yeah. Second and 10, ball on the 35.
I don't know any other Hawk team that
Quick
does
pass
that.
out to Gill.
Oh.
He's going to move on the inside. He gets some blockers. Still on his feet up to the 45. Close to a first down.
Yeah, nice first down.
Pick up a 9 or 10, I would say.
Harry Brown on the stop. Penalty against the Hornets.
Another penalty, Mike.
Wow.
April Fool's was a couple days ago, right? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, this is a little bit like how it played out in the Milford game, which surprised me. Although in that game it seemed to affect both teams pretty much equally.
It was second down and 15 from the 30.
Let's see if we throw it here. Nope.
Handoff right. Oh, got some more room. Almost a first down.
Sacco again.
Drew Sacco, sophomore.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him in the first much in the first few games of the year. He's
6 feet, 165. He's got some speed. Number 15,
wow.
Drew Sacco on the outside.
Gain of 13 yards. It'll be third
And
down
this
and 2 from the 43.
the stable of running backs just keeps coming, Mike. I
Wow.
mean, they've got like 7, 8, 9 guys that could easily toe the rock and just run the ball. Breakaway speed. Third and 2. Gill up the middle, has an opening, gets some room. He's going to be a first down and more.
nice job.
Sincere Gill carries for a Hornet first down.
Good to get another one in the end zone before the half. At least.
That would be huge.
That's a gain of 10 on the play. First and 10 Hornets at the Warrior 47.
KP's got a pretty tough defense.
They do.
For sure. I haven't seen that much from their offense yet, but
Rolls out, throws it deep. Right in the breadbasket there.
Nice.
Oh, stay on your feet. Oh, look at the balance on Knowlton.
Matty Moran's pass is complete to number 8, the tight end.
Is that Boomer Esiason out there at quarterback, that lefty quarterback?
That's right.
Right in the pocket there.
Knowlton, what a game.
That is a gain of 42 yards.
Big pickup for the Hornets.
First down, goal
First
to
and
go
goal
at
from the
Warrior
5. Beautiful pass.
I'd like to know how many receptions he's had so far this year prior to this game. I mean, we didn't throw much.
No, I mean, you don't need to, really, when you're running the ball.
Yeah, but he's a great target. He's got good speed.
What are you going to go with Holmes up the middle here with that power run? For the Nope, look at that running right in the middle, number 2.
Touchdown,
Sincere Gill.
Hornets.
Cuts upfield. Touchdown, Hornets.
That's a big score.
Nice.
Senior,
Watch him cut back here if you can watch the replay here. It's just like a nice little move inside. Conversion attempt coming up.
Everett Knowlton. He's got to have 70, 80 yards receiving already.
Yep. Number 73, James Gillerin. Junior lineman doing kicking. I love these big linemen doing the soccer kick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fake. Brought down from behind. Cam Walsh, the holder.
I didn't get a good look at it to see if it was
All of a sudden, he was rolling out. I don't know if it was a bad snap or what, but we don't have Kenny Blaisdell with an instant replay, so we'll just ask the people at home to hit the back arrow, if that works. Does that work? So the Hornets extend the lead to 13-0 with 10-12 left in the half. That didn't take too long, Mike. Maybe there's a chance for another score.
Yeah, that's a big score. Let's see what King Philip has on. Their quarterbacks quick. They have a history of having these 6'3",
right,
220 pounds. There's the one
classic drop back pass.
One kid who I can't remember where he played college ball, but he played some college football, maybe at UMass or UNH. Was Howard, Brendan Howard, several years ago. But this kid's smaller and quick.
Caught on the fly here. Over the 20. He stopped over the 26. Now, didn't Channel 25 news reporter Gene Levanchi had a kid that played quarterback here a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Was it King Philip? I thought it was King Philip.
Yeah.
Because when we saw him walking in and I waved him up, go, John, it's in the booth. He goes, no, I'm off duty. I'm like, come on.
Ball is at the Warrior 28. 1st and 10.
Yeah, they get some size. Look at the guards and tackles in this. These guys look like the Green Bay Packers. 1st and 10 from the 28. Oh, God, he almost made the tackle. He threw this guy aside and almost tackled him in the backfield. He's quick.
Looking at C.J. Bell on the sideline here. He's tall, lanky freshman. Well, he's got
2nd and 3 from the 34.
Seeing a fair amount of action as a freshman.
Oh, right there, yeah. And they just keep bringing him along, don't they?
Yep.
2nd and 3 for the Warriors. Handoff up the middle. Get some opening. 1st down up to 45.
There's a big boy.
Yeah.
Running back.
Mikey Malatester on the carry. Anthony Comer on the stop. 1st and 10. Warriors at the 46.
Warriors on the warpath, Mike. 1st down.
Yeah, their offense showing some signs of life here.
Up the middle. Get some room there.
Yeah, he's a quick back, too.
The quick hitters up the middle are getting him some yardage.
Crawford Cantave on the carry. Mark DiGirolamo on the stop.
That's kind of the running tack I'm used to seeing from KP.
Exactly.
You know? First few series, we just bottle them up. No running room at all.
Yeah. I wonder if the size of KP is something to wear the Mansfield defensive line a little bit, because they got them 50, 60 pounds on these kids. Just get low, fire out. Oh, there you go. There you go. Key on him. That'll play. Number 40 had the first hit on him, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Xander Holmes. A couple of guys on the stop there.
A loss of 2. 3rd and 6 from midfield.
What a hit that was.
Big stop. Big stop. 3rd and 6. Right at midfield. Up the middle. Oh, he drags a few people with that leg power. He looks like he got a first down.
Nice run.
Pick up 6 yards there. Looks like it.
Boy, he's a bruiser.
Yeah, looks like TJ Guy's feeling some twinge. He's bending over holding his arm. Maybe he got a little stinger in the hand or something.
That's not good.
First and 10 Warriors, 44-yard line. 2 receivers to the right wide. Handoff up the middle again. Nothing there.
Nice
Loss of yard. Way to plug up that middle.
Crawford Cantave on the carry. Rocco Scarpolini on the stop.
Rocco Scarpolini.
Names don't get much better than that.
I love it.
That's a loss of
That's
1.
right out of Central Casting, right?
2nd and 11 from the 45.
They're going to surprise us here with a trick play.
At some point they're going to throw the ball.
Yeah, they're just sending 2 guys out wide and then dives.
Penalty.
Oh, here we go.
Delay a game. Must be. Nobody was moving. It seemed to take forever.
Yeah.
Procedure penalty against the Warriors. It'll be 2nd and 16 from midfield.
Oh, yeah, TJ's hurt.
He's hurting something. They're taking him out. His understudy's coming in. 55. Jip Dejean. I see great potential in him too, Mike. I told you that a couple weeks ago. Jip Dejean.
You called that early on.
Get that 55. He looks like a...
His first play in the game, you were all over that.
Watch him at the bottom of the screen here. 4-point stance. Here he comes. There you go. There's a loss. Nice play there, 53.
L.A. Grant is dropped for a loss.
Braden Vino.
53, Braden Vino on the stop. A loss of 3.
He's pumped up.
Vino.
He is pumped up.
3rd and 19 from the 47. They can't block that kid. He's strong.
3rd and 19 here for the 47. Expect the pass. He drops back. Going deep. He tries to run it. He gets a little over midfield, and it's going to be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense.
Yeah.
Gave up a few, 2 or 3 first downs, but held firm.
I think the secondary had their guys covered. Nothing there. He decided to try to run it, but nothing there.
Nico Holmes all on that stop for the Hornets. It'll be 4th and 16 from midfield.
Nico Holmes always making those key stops, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Runs in the family.
Yeah. Great tacklers.
Well, the KP offense did a decent job there, getting a couple first downs. Had some nice,
little drive,
nice running plays, nice blocking, but Mansfield came through again.
Yep. Fourth and 16, right at midfield, right across from our window here, high above Alumni Stadium.
Here we go.
It's a little. It's the Maryland run and kick. Gill catches it on the fly and goes to the opposite side.
He's gone.
He's got some room. He's got some room. He hop skips.
I thought he was going to
out
take
of bounds.
it all the way.
He's up to the. He's up to the old line of scrimmage. They should have went for it.
It took him like 2 seconds.
Well, he had that run.
I mean, the whole side of the KP team was on this side of the field, and he caught it
on the fly,
going in the other direction. Like, I thought he was just going to blow by.
I did too. I mean, when you get that jump on people with his speed, I was surprised he didn't just take it to the house, as they say. 4:45 left in the half. Lots of time for Mansfield to put another score up. What do you think? Catch him sleeping, Mike, and go deep right here?
That's not a bad idea.
Got a lot of receivers out here to the left. Oh, a little miscue here.
It's just more of a challenge for us, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The 3rd and 20s. Just make it more interesting.
Yeah.
5-yard false start penalty against the Hornets.
Here comes Knowlton back into the game.
First and 15 from the 41.
Looks like TJ Guy's headed back in. That's a good sign.
Yeah.
What an adjustment that's got to be. Go from as good as the Hockomock League is, it's not the Big Ten, you know, just to go from high school football to Michigan.
Man. I wonder if he knows the fight song yet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't see.
Gill shakes off a tackle, goes upfield. He could be gone.
Oh, my God.
He had a couple steps on guys, and he's gone. Look at him. Look at that speed. He coasted into the end zone. He had 3 guys on him. I go, well, I spoke too soon because there's guys on him, and he just accelerated and left him in the dust.
And then he jogged the last 15 yards.
He knows they can't catch him. Amazing.
A 59-yard
he busted it.
Run for the Hornets senior,
lots of time. Sincere Gill. 50-yard run.
He didn't have much space at all.
He did. There were like 3 guys within arm's length, and it just one more step, and all of a sudden there's 10 feet between him, and then 30 feet, and then gone. Wow. Fun to watch, though. That's fun to watch. I remember last year, I didn't see it. I heard on the radio, on the webcast, when they played the team from Cincinnati, that Catholic school. And the first play Mansfield had was a handoff up the middle to Gill. He made a couple moves. He took it 80 yards for the touchdown. They heard the announcers choking in their coffee saying, this isn't supposed to happen. We're like a powerhouse, Super Bowl team out here. They just ran it. They outran on the whole game.
They were speechless.
They're like, how did this happen? 19-0. They go for 2 to get that extra point back. Oh, right up the middle. Gill again standing up.
2-point conversion attempt is good on a carry.
Nice. Nice.
I just thought there were 3 guys within arm's reach.
Right.
I figured one of them would trip him
up. Dive for the legs.
And then it was like one more step.
And it was 5 yards apart.
The separation was just unbelievable.
It's fun to watch. It reminds me, it was a whole different style of running, but when Sean Doherty.
Yeah.
He had the short, choppy steps, but he had that acceleration. You gave him a step, and he'd pull away.
Yeah.
He was like gone. Sincere has that slashing long stride that just is deceptive because it looks like he's jogging, but he's just pulling away from guys that are running their full speed.
When he got to the 15-yard line, he jogged in from there.
No. If he ever gets caught from behind, the coach is going to have a word with him. Listen, you coast after you cross that goal line. Wow, exciting run. That's a lot of fun.
I give him grief sometimes for the ball handling. Sometimes the ball's out, but no one touches him.
I know.
So
when you're 20 yards away from the nearest tackler, you can do that.
James Gillerin set to kick off.
With 73, I like that kicker. 73 kicker. Wasn't that Tom Dempsey's number when he kicked with that half a foot? 10-yard line. Oh, flags. I say that with all due respect, you know. But he did. He kicked with that number 73 with his number, I think. Tom Dempsey.
I think
68 or something.
You might be right. I'm pretty sure it was a lineman's number.
I might have to look.
We got to look it up.
Yeah.
Tom
Thank
Dempsey.
God we got these phones here. Tom Dempsey, NFL. Oh, I'm sorry. No. 19. I don't remember 19.
No, I don't remember that either. I thought he had a lineman's number.
He just looked like a lineman, I guess.
Yeah.
Wide. Nothing there. He's going wide trying to find the corner, but not today. Well, it's 21-0 now after that two-point conversion. Mansfield is, Peter Gobus before the game says, yeah, it'll be 21-7 at halftime. But he's right in the money here. Mansfield probably put up 3 scores. Maybe KP gets one. But he called it. Well, that was exciting, Mike. We had an exciting big play there. It's fun to watch those little drives and the touchdown passes, but a nice run is always fun to watch.
All you want to watch is the lineman doing the kicking. I thought that was the exciting play you were talking about.
Yeah, it was. Handoff up the middle. I think they're going to that too many times now. It's been figured out.
Not too many 21-zip first halves between KP and Mansfield.
No.
Many years.
It's usually tooth and nail, right to the wire. Was it 2 or 3 years ago when King Philip had this offense? They just moved the ball on you. Every run was 5-10 yards. You couldn't stop them.
Yeah.
They didn't pass much. They just grinded out.
They had that running back who I think he broke his leg here. Had a pretty severe injury.
Oh, yeah.
I remember seeing him on the sideline.
And the next week, Mansfield sent him, what did they send him, a card or something?
Yeah,
Everyone signed it or something? Yeah.
Ryan DeGerald on a stop. 1st and 10 at the Warrior.
I know, it's unbelievable how few players they have.
Yeah.
These guys have been split out here every play, and throw it to them. They run out here every.
Nothing there. They figured that out.
I think we got that play.
I guess they just put them out there just to get 2 defenders off to the side and maybe break a one at the middle.
Yeah.
Xander Holmes on the stop. 2nd down and 10 from the 45.
They got to start putting it in the air here.
Yeah, they're down 3 scores. They got to make something happen.
Plus, this quarterback's got some wheels too.
Same formation, Mike. 3 and 13 off to the right. If they hand off up the middle, I might have to yell out the window and give them some instructions. Here's the throw. Throws it out of bounds, way out of bounds.
Grant's pass is out of
Nice.
What's the
Nice
whistle?
pass
Who's
rush.
blowing whistles? I don't see any flag out.
They're chatting about something.
These referees, they're both pointing different ways. Their heads bobbing up and down.
They're the longest
Are they
conversation.
speaking the same language? Oh, intentional grounding. Okay, throw the ball away. Lost it down. So it's going to be 3rd down, 40, 10-yard line. 20 yards to go, I think.
15-yard loss on the play.
15.
It'll be 4th and 25 from the 30.
Another passing situation.
I thought there was a receiver. I mean, yeah, that was far out of bounds, but
Maybe because he's running for his life, he didn't make it to the
Yeah, I don't know what the high
ball-
school rules are.
The
relative
ball was way out of bounds.
Yeah.
I guess that's a judgment call up to the
yeah,
discretion of the ref.
if you leaned out, you could have caught it, I think.
With these stone hands, Mike.
What do we got here?
3rd and 25.
3rd and 25.
What's the play, Coach?
Draw.
Quarterback sneak. Yeah. quick kick. Oh, Tom Farrier wants to see the hook and ladder play over the middle. Draw. You were right, Coach. You were right. I don't know how you did it, Mike, but you called it. The X-ray vision, your mind reading abilities.
That's what I call every 3rd and 25.
Draw. You called it, brother. Rocco Scarpolini with clam sauce. 4th and 25.
All right, fake punt time.
Why not? You're down 21 zip.
Is that the kicker 72? No.
He's 73.
Okay. that guy's massive. he's like 325. Oh no, that was 70s. There's some big boys on this team.
They are. The offensive line has got these.
Oh my God.
From the tackles in. They're big. I think that's why they're running those little draws, those little handoffs up the middle. They've probably got a little leverage, but.
All right, here we go. C.J. Bell, punt return. Freshman.
I wonder if C.J. ever got his bell wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. Take that back. Oh, block! Oh! It could be a touchdown here. Get up there. Oh, we fell on it. That a boy. Blocked by 14. Dana Johnson, 20, falls on it.
14,
Nick Bertolino.
I
know Nick.
Good job catching the number on the.
Nick wishes he caught that on the fly and
scrambled
right in. You get some injury in the field here?
Yeah, someone's banged up.
I think it's Bertolino. Ah,
oh boy,
we don't want to see that. Just twisted. Oh, ice it down. Quite a player, Nick. Captain.
At least he's putting some weight on it.
First and goal, Hornets at the Warrior 10.
Let me get that taped up. First and 10 from the 10. 2:03 left in the first half. Oh, high snap. Oh, looks like a little pass to the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Wow.
He was interfered with, and he still caught the ball. They threw a flag. We'll just
Was that Knowlton again?
I think it was, yeah.
That is a 10-yard touchdown pass from Sincere Gill to number 8, Everett Knowlton.
Everett's
Knowlton.
having a great time from multiple quarterbacks. This time Gill with that little flick of the wrist.
I'd say MVP of the game so far.
Well, he's racking up the touchdowns. I mean, how do you argue with that?
2 touchdowns, at least 4.
He almost got a
4
touchdown
reception.
here.
Yeah.
Big gainer. 27, looking to make it 28. The referees having their conference there. Yeah, interference.
Pass interference call on that play against the Warriors.
Yeah, you said it was interference.
Well, as soon as he caught it, the guy threw the flag. Oh, it has to be interference. I guess it could have been offensive, but I didn't see that. Snap, hold, kick, blocked. Oh. You can't run for that?
Extra point kick was blocked. There is a flag on the play.
Of course there's a flag on the play.
This is going to make the game extra long, Mike, with these penalties. They stop the clock every couple of minutes.
A running jump or something? Did he jump over the...
Oh, leverage? They might have called leverage on that.
What's the mercy rule again? I can't.
I thought it's the
35 or
35 in the second half, third quarter. That could come into play here. You're right. Keep that clock running. Personal foul. Does he have a hand signal for leverage or jumping?
Penalty against the Warriors. The Hornets will retry the kick.
Oh.
Half the distance to the goal.
Something just doesn't look right with this.
Snap.
There we
hold.
go.
It's good.
Kick is up and
Punches
good.
it right through for 28.
For the Hornets, number 73.
Okay, when's the last time we saw a 28
No.
zip in a KP game?
No, not in a long time. Years ago. I remember the game that I think KP beat us right here on this field, I don't know, 8 years ago. They had finally beaten us here, and they had that scissor lift right to the left here, and the coaches, the cameramen, were lowering the scissor lift, and they're pointing at us like we're shaking their fists like, yeah, take that. We finally beat you. Like, they've been trying to knock us off for years. But, yeah, they've been competitive for about 10 years now and really solid team, offensive, defense. And you get that field over there in Rentham where how do you describe the announcer there when they get a first down or a touchdown or and it's another Wario first down. It's fun the first couple times, but it gets old quick.
So now with the penalty, we get the kick from
from King Philip Field.
They're 45.
45. Good time for a little onside kick. That wouldn't be good sportsmanship, though, would it? Up 28-0. Kick in the end zone. Yep, there it goes.
Gilleran's kick goes through the end zone. Warriors will take over.
1:30 left in the half, Mike.
Oh, I feel bad for Taunton. I mean,
I know.
Taunton, I think they got beat pretty easily by Franklin. Oh, boy.
You know, that's surprising. For years, Taunton is not competitive, and it's a pretty good-sized school, right?
Yeah, yeah.
They might not be emphasizing football over there, but it seems like
Warriors from their own 20.
they just never seem to improve. And I know cameraman Steve is from Taunton. He has a lot of Tiger pride in him. I hate to say that. He's probably getting his hair up in his back of his neck there over that, but my apologies, but I call it like it is.
What are they doing?
Bad snap. What's going from bad to worse for King Philip?
This is becoming comical.
Comedy of errors. Second down.
Illegal shift penalty against the
First down
Warriors
still.
is declined. It'll be second down and 14 from the second and 19 from the 11. Second and 19 from the 11.
All right, second down. Yeah, it's a minute 12 left. They'll, what do you think, to run it out, Mike? Just kill the clock here.
I would
regroup,
think so.
regroup, and come back with a fury in the second half. Now, would it be considered unsportsmanlike, Mike, if Mansfield calls a few timeouts just to make them punt?
I think so. I think so.
Lester on the carry. Host of Hornet tacklers.
I really thought this might be a game midway through
I
the
did
first
too.
quarter.
I was
defense looked.
I was building this up to be the clash of the Titans, and but error-free football. But I'm glad I didn't build it up like that.
That's a gain of 4. It'll be third and 15 from the 15.
Probably just take a knee here. Huh?
Well, I'm glad they had that Milford game because that was definitely a contest. That game was not over until the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Is that another flag? What's this flag for? They haven't even got to the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
make sure you call everything, ref. Make sure you call them all. Jesus, you couldn't have let that go. They're going to nail down anyways, probably.
okay.
And that is the end of the first half here at Alumni Field.
And the clock expires there for the first half. It's 28-0 Mansfield Hornets over the King Philip Warriors. Mansfield appears to be on the way to extend their winning streak. And next Friday, I think they have Attleboro here, which I don't expect Attleboro to put up much of a resistance, but who knows? They could come up with a great effort and surprise us all. So we'll be back after the halftime break. We're back in action.
Michael Zagrodny on the return. Ryan DiGirolamo on the stop.
And another penalty.
Flag on the play. Block in the back.
Another penalty. Block in the back. This will go against King Philip. I wonder if the refs get paid by the penalty. Maybe that's the reason.
1st and 10, Warriors from their own 16.
Yeah, I don't know the ages anymore. You really should tell them. 1st and 10 for King Philip. Cross buck, they used to call it. Misdirection. Looks like no gain.
TJ Guy on the stop, along with Braden Dino.
I know Mark Schaefer. I know Mark Schaefer would know the slaughter or mercy rule. What is it? 35 points in the third quarter. Is that it?
They ran the clock in the Franklin game, right?
You have to get to 35 or 45. 42 anytime in the third. Okay. They're going to the air. Number 10 rolls to the right, throws into the ground.
Grant's pass is incomplete.
So that's why they're not passing, Mike.
Okay.
Nobody's open.
Okay.
3rd and 10 from the 16.
Yeah, our secondary does such a great job at covering people.
They're very good. Very
They
good.
were all over the Milford receivers.
Looks like Easter's coming up tomorrow, Mike. What's your favorite candy?
Jelly bean.
Jelly bean. Did you ever have those Callaway eggs?
Yeah.
With the goo inside?
Yeah.
I love goo.
I know. I need to come up with some topics.
I love the goo.
This is the mercy rule story time.
Yeah, we're telling stories. Oh, wide open. Oh, taken down hard. He paid for that catch. Comer.
That was a heck of a throw.
Nice throw.
He was off balance.
Anthony Comer on the stop.
Comer on the stop. That was a rockin' stop and
There is a flag
pop.
on the play.
Of course there's a flag.
Oh, my God. What's the holding?
These are the chattiest.
Huh?
Chattiest officials.
I know. They're chatting the whole time. They're waving their arms, pointing in different directions, jumping up and down. Illegal forward pass. King Philip lost it down. Oh, it's going to be.
The Warriors.
That was their play of the game.
They pulled that out and all for nothing.
12. fouls.
In
at
comes the
Warrior
punting team.
13.
All right. Time for a punt return. Here we go.
Little knuckleball kick. Go get it. There you go. Look at the look at the move he made. What's the flag for? You know, put the flag in your pocket when it's 28-0. Let the game go. Let the game go.
Jake Sullivan on a tackle for the Warriors.
There's four. There's four of them talking.
They're waving around. It's kind of like the Keystone Cops, where they don't know what they're doing and they're running around in circles. Chinese fire drill. Oh, probably shouldn't say that either.
Crackback block against the Hornets. It'll be 1st and 10.
I like that tackle. I don't think I've ever made a tackle where I just didn't even think of using my arms. You know, he just like popped him. And
It was like a block.
and
yeah.
he fell. Like,
He dropped him.
no,
Like
don't need the arms.
No, yep. All shoulders. Nico Holmes goes off tackle. 10 guys on him. He gets up
The no
3 or
need,
4 yards.
Nico Holmes on the carry.
no need to wrap tackle. That's
Yep.
Host of Warrior tacklers. Nathan Kearney. Pat Zarber. Yosef Lofi on the stop.
all right. Tom Ferry going through the litany of KP tacklers with
He's a perfectionist.
enthusiasm.
Perfectionist.
Enthusiasm.
He reminds me of Alex Trebek reading those French words on the answers.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. That was Le Fleuve, Little Chanson. Very good. He took his homework in. Holmes up the middle again. First down and more. They can't pull him down. Look at that. 15 yards.
Nico Holmes carries for a Hornet. First down.
So
the
the
Warriors
Sacco
45.
family's in attendance. Remember, Aiden Sacco was the quarterback from a few years back,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
they came to see his brother, Drew. Sacco. And they said, yeah, he pretty much just plays special team. He doesn't really get in on offense. But
Well,
but
change that.
we got
assessment.
to see him do a couple of great runs.
He's doing fine.
Oh, boy.
Hang on, picks it up again. Still gets yardage. He dribbled that one.
Okay, I want to hear the 7 tacklers on that play.
Anthony Comer on the carry. Second and 6 from the 41.
I don't see the sponsor signs on the fence in the end zones, Mike. Remember they had all the sponsors?
Oh, yeah.
They had Jimmy's restaurant and all the pizza joints and dry cleaners and everything. Sincere Gill goes wide left, changes direction, avoids everybody. They can't get him. Look at him.
My,
No way.
come
No way.
on.
That's like a highlight film right there.
Gill on the
Look at
carry.
this. He reversed direction.
Flag on the play.
Another flag. Well, you put the flag away. Holding. Come on. It's 28 nothing.
Holding against the Hornets.
That was a nice run. They're going to cancel that run. He
Well, it's
changes-
almost worth having the penalty so we can see him do
Maybe,
it again.
yeah. Give him longer to run. More field to run with.
I mean, these guys, these defenders look like they're standing still.
It's like he's going double time. You're right. Changes
Like
direction.
that cut down on the sideline. That guy
And he does the bullfighting move where he gets up on his toes and they go running by and
Yeah.
he keeps going.
he had him lined up.
Wow.
35, so 16. Second and 16. Second down and 16 for the Hornets from their own 49.
I mean, he really stands out. You know, with this, history of Mansfield running backs.
Yeah, if you try to
Well,
number
just
them,
like-
think of the greats, it's like, wow.
Just with his moves are just incredible.
Yeah.
It looks like
Nico Holmes a little moves here
Yeah.
himself. Tough to bring down. He gains a lot of that back.
Nico Holmes on the carry. Crawford Cantave on the stop. That's a gain of 11. 3rd and 5 from the Warrior 40.
Larry Zonka on the carry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually remember when Larry Zonka came out of Syracuse. It was back when they still had the college all-stars versus the NFL champions, and they played Green Bay. I
Really?
remember saying, Larry Zonka is going to go to the Miami Dolphins. I wish they still had that, but it's not feasible anymore because of the salaries and everything. But it was kind of fun to watch. Boone, bootlegged.
Oh, nice
Got a
hesitation.
first down, runs it wide. Oh, he's got some speed too.
Yeah.
On the keeper. Crawford
Oh, I keep
Cantave
calling him
on the
Boone.
stop.
Bowen.
The result of that play is a Hornet first down at
Mansfield
the
on the
Warrior
move.
33.
He had that nice spurt at the end with the hesitation
Yeah.
right before it. Nice job.
Nice run, first down. It's got to be somewhat deflating when you're on the defense of King Philip. It's 28-0, and you're giving up first downs. And I mean, to keep the intensity level up is, difficult.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Holmes goes wide, right? Finds a crease. Good yardage there.
Nico Holmes on
Tough
the
yardage.
carry.
It's like Mr. Inside, Mr. Outside, right?
Yeah.
Cantave and Mikey Malatester on the stop.
Gill, boy, he just doesn't hesitate to cut across the
He sees an
field.
opening and-
He'll run backwards.
It's like it's like schoolyard
Yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
I think after this, Mike, I might go home, have some fruit, maybe blueberries.
Right. Sounds good.
Gill stays on his
Oh.
feet.
Bye-bye. Oh, no,
On the
the
first
the
down.
guy actually tackled.
He puts his shoulder down and went over
He
him.
put his head down and tackled him.
I was almost expecting Sincere to hurdle over him and go into the end zone. Leap right over.
That's a gain of 8.
I was shocked to see him go down.
I know. Usually
I figured he would have like
stay on his
done
feet in his end zone,
a
right?
flip or something.
5:26 left in the third quarter. 28-0 Mansfield. They're knocking on the door again. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Boy, that's tough. It looked like he moved. Oh,
Gill missed the handoff there and looked at the sideline.
Keeper.
I thought that was like a trick play.
I know. It looked like he looked at the coach. Now what do I do?
I thought it was like the Brady play. You know, when Brady throws his hands up like he
Right.
missed it and someone else gets the ball. That's going to be third, right? 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 from the 20.
And KP knows we're going to run every play.
Yeah. They should have 11 guys in the box. They basically do, huh?
Oh, no. Throwing.
Oh!
Throwing.
Any flag there? Well, the one time they should have called the flag.
Yeah.
Complete.
I'm surprised we threw the ball.
I know.
Intended for Sincere Gill. Thomas Brewster on the coverage for the Warriors.
Well, think Bridgewater Raynham is undefeated, and they play Brockton next week. That'll be a nice little
really?
matchup. Brockton,
right.
Brockton won a few games and then dropped to one at Zavarian.
3rd and 20.
Was that close, the Zavarian game?
No.
No.
No. Zavarian's like St. John's. They just like an all-star team. Holmes up the middle for some tough yards.
Nico Holmes on the carry, brought down by a host of Warrior tacklers.
So basically 4th and 10-ish.
Yep.
Time to bring in that lineman field goal kicker.
A gain of 1. It'll be 4th and 9 from the 19.
Matty Bowen to Knowlton one more time.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, almost.
Bowen's pass is incomplete. Warriors will
looking
take
for Comer
over
over the middle.
19.
Yeah.
So the Warriors take over on downs.
Nice drive by the Hornets.
That was a nice drive, yep. Eat up the clock, 3:29.
Some great runs.
Some of them will be forgotten and not even in the record books, right?
Yeah. I don't know what KP's game plan is going to be from here on out, if they're going to try to air it out or...
They haven't had much luck. They had one pass over the middle that was complete, but called back. First and 10. Short gain, if any.
Cantave on the carry. That's a gain of 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6 from the 23.
Mansfield defense, what a season they've had.
Yeah.
Pitching a shutout tonight. Did Franklin score? I can't remember if they.
Yeah, they did.
They got one. And
Yeah.
Milford scored a touchdown.
Yep.
No backs in the back.
Pass over the middle. Nope.
Grant's pass is incomplete.
Oh, there goes the ankle again.
Nice coverage.
Oh, he's got cramps. That's what it is.
Bertolino, yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Bertolino on the coverage.
You can see the foot curling
10
down.
receivers, 13, Danny Clancy.
Looks like Knowlton just jumped right on it and applies the pressure to relieve it. Not Knowlton, though.
Is that an injury time though?
Brandon Vino.
Fourth. Oh, wait a minute, Dave, no.
Vino. We got some great names
That's
on this
right.
team.
You can match up Vino with Bruno Stagattini and have a nice meal. No, in Vino is Veritas. You know that, right?
I'm thinking KP has had a total of maybe 2 first downs in this game. No, that's
I think it's a few more.
a few more than that.
I thought you would have been keeping track of that. Mike. There's a long pass. Overthrown.
Grant's pass is incomplete.
It's going to be fourth down.
He's got an arm on him. That was a pretty...
Yeah, he didn't have any pressure, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ryan DiGirolamo on the coverage for the Hornets. 4th down and 6 from the 23.
have you looked at any of the other leagues, Mike? Any of the other
No, I haven't kept track of
Like
any league.
the
other-
Natics or the Lincoln Sudburys?
No.
I'm
Since
wondering
there's
if
no playoffs, I haven't really
I
been
know.
following it.
I'm just wondering if they had a Super Bowl, who would they be matched
Yeah,
up with
I
and
don't-
how would they fare? Another punt. Lefty kick, and shanks it. Right to the sideline, to the 40-yard line. Nice catch by Comer. Comer wanted to pick six that. Doesn't work that way, but nice catch.
Warrior punt goes out of bounds at the Warrior 41-yard line, 1st and 10 Hornets.
Did you ever participate in the punt, pass, and kick competition, Mike, when you were a kid?
I certainly did, yeah.
You did? Oh, I want to hear the
I
results.
was terrible at it.
I'm expecting you to report that you've
My punt looked like
take
that
the whole
one.
thing.
Even my throw, you'd think it'd be pretty easy to throw a pass, at least, at least straight.
Good Gill. He avoids these tackles like crazy. Look at that.
Sincere Gill on the carry.
That's the best 3-yard loss I think I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
It's like trying to catch a
Harry Brown on the
jackrabbit.
stop.
Just moving in every direction.
Is he cramping up too?
Yeah.
That's so painful.
Yeah. I've had that. It doesn't cause any damage, but
Ugh.
it's really uncomfortable. Here's Vino. And I think I see a future in the EMT business with Mr. Vino here. He's helping people with a Charlie horse. He's carrying people off the field. He's going to do mouth-to-mouth in a couple of minutes. Good job, Mr. Vino.
I know he addressed the leg, right? Didn't he help out with
he'd stretch out that hamstring, yeah. Next thing you know, we'll be playing the national anthem with the saxophone. Who was that, Mike? Who was that lineman about 10 years ago who played the saxophone at halftime?
No.
Remember?
Really?
He played the saxophone, and he had his uniform on, and he joined the band and played the saxophone at midfield. Should have written it down. I don't know the name. Comer goes wide, out of bounds.
Anthony Comer on the carry.
That's the difference between Comer and
Gill.
Gill. Gill would have just doubled back. He would have gotten to the other sideline and said, "Oh, I can't cross
Try the other
line."
sideline this time.
3rd down and 11 from
But
the
he has that
42.
keen eye when he's running along this line of scrimmage. He sees a crease and just goes for it, cuts back, and breaks it.
I don't know which is more entertaining. The Franklin game, he would just
that
just toy with the guys.
It was funny.
There
It
would
was
be
just
like 4 guys in front of him, and he would just, okay.
take one step, then
me
one
see.
step back, sideways, the other way. These guys would be like breaking their ankles trying to keep up with them. Going to be a pass by Mr. Bowen. Over the middle, complete.
Nice play.
Nice catch.
Matt Bowen's pass
Comer.
is complete to number 3, Anthony Comer. Crawford
Any
can
flags?
take
Nope,
off
no
the
flags.
tackle.
No flags.
Hallelujah.
There is a flag on
Oh,
the
I
Warrior
spoke too
sideline.
soon. You know, forget these
We
flags.
just said.
Come on. I mean, there was no flag, and all of a sudden, late? Late? Why late? Is it going to make a difference at this point?
I think they heard us.
Should
They heard our sarcasm
They have
up
to
here.
invoke the no flag rule. Man downfield, I think. Lineman downfield. Pass to Comer, yeah.
Penalty is against the Hornets for an ineligible man downfield. Third and 17 from the 48.
All right, Mike, one quick question. Peeps, yes or no?
I'd say no on the Peeps.
I have to agree with on that. I never could see the attraction. Some people swear by him. Maybe it's a tradition or something. Bowen throws left. Oh, a little too far. I don't know how these kids can throw so far with just a
Bowen's
flick of
pass
the
is
wrist.
incomplete.
Ball goes a mile.
Down,
Yeah,
17
that
from the
did look
48.
effortless. Okay, time for a punt.
4th and 11. 49 seconds left in the third quarter.
I don't think we've had too many punts today.
I can't remember one.
No. Okay, here's our.
Number 73. He kicks and punts.
Wow.
Okay, quickly. Who was our kicker last year?
Oh,
Hit all those field goals and extra points.
Oh.
An exceptional kicker. How quickly you forget the name? I can't think of it either.
He had some initials.
or-
He had some
no.
initials.
Nice kick. Fair catch. The 19-yard line? No,
Fair catch
16-yard line.
for the Warriors.
I can't believe I can't think
You know,
of last year's kicker.
My memory's
He was a
failing.
running.
but
He was a
There's
runner
a lot of
too.
players in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You say their name 100 times
Yeah.
in a season, and like a year later, what was his name? Don't know. What was his number? Don't know.
Because he was a great kicker.
Great kicker.
right?
Probably the
'Cause
best,
I
best
remember
kicker we've
at
ever seen here.
Cincinnati, yeah. Because
Yeah.
the Cincinnati kid was going D1 as a
Right.
kicker. I think in the Big Ten somewhere.
And this kid didn't fall too far behind him as far as
Oh,
field goal
come
kicking.
on. I can't believe I can't remember. He was a running back.
Well, when we're solving world problems, Mike, we can't have all that extra information cluttering up our minds. But yeah, what was his name? I think the announcer here, Mr. Farrier, would know.
Oh, he
Yeah.
definitely knows.
Rolling out to the right. He's just going to keep it. And he gets swarmed under. And a flag comes out. Another flag. Stop the clock for the flag. I mean, it's now into Sunday, Mike.
Michael Zagrodny on the carry. There is a flag on the play.
There's a little tone there. There's
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you say the two of the refs are father and son?
Because
bolt to bolt.
DeBolt. There you go. Good job, Mike DeBolt.
Gee,
Thank you. Yeah.
that's embarrassing. I only said his name about
That's what I'm saying.
300
How do we forget? DeBolt. And do we know where he went to college?
Baseline penalty against the Hornets.
Was it like a? Was it Bentley? Was it Bentley or?
First and 10
Stonehill.
Boy,
Warriors.
that sounds familiar, yeah.
Sounds vaguely familiar. How about Marciano and Holmes?
I don't know where those guys went.
We should have a newsletter somewhere, some feed from
Yeah.
the sideline up here. That would be good conversation. And it's third quarter's winding down, unless there's a flag. And that'll be the third quarter. Okay, 28-0. Mansfield enjoying a nice lead. Last quarter coming up.
So I think we just need another touchdown to
Get
have
the
us-
clock
yeah,
moving.
And that is the end
Roll
of the
down
third
the clock.
quarter.
35-point lead.
I
It's
think-
a,
Alumni Field.
think
that's it. clock.
Remains the Mansfield Hornets, 28.
I'm surprised they didn't have that rule years ago. Why did it take them like 50 years to come up with that? Some
I
teams
know,
getting
especially-
clobbered and you got a mismatch. Why
especially all those years in the hockey.
prolong the suffering? You got these Sharons and Oliver Ames that are just outmatched.
I do like the format that we have now better. The fact that more than, several teams can make the playoffs.
I do like that, yeah. The only drawback to that is, like we experienced, if you're not in the running,
Right.
you get matched up with some school you have no history with, and you're
Right.
going off to some long, far-off place for some, which is
That's a
essentially
good
like
point.
a scrimmage. You're just playing out the hand at that point. But if you're in it, it's a lot of fun, as we saw last year. Right?
There
Taking
were
on these
so many great Mansfield teams that just had that one loss and knocked them out of the.
And North Attleboro had the same thing.
Yeah.
Mansfield would beat them, and they'd be out of the picture.
Right.
But they had a great team. So I think that's the payoff. Yeah. "12 minutes left, Mike.
North Attleboro.
The Red Rocketeers.
was it Vandergiesen?
Vandergiesen, yeah. That was one of the best
the
games
fallen
we've seen
hero,
here.
yeah.
It was emotional, heart-wrenching. This kid died in the service after graduating from North Attleboro a few years in the past, prior. And they had an emotional game, and they came back and beat Mansfield here in the last seconds. That was just, it was like a storybook finish.
Yeah.
And nobody felt bad about them winning that game. I think it helped the town, helped the team, helped the family.
Nico Holmes, Everett Knowlton on the stop. Gain of 1, second.
One of my favorite away games was Community Field in North Attleboro, which I don't even think they play there anymore. I think they put lights in at the high school, and I think all the games are at the high school now. But Community Field,
that was close up and personal.
Oh,
right?
the fans
right on
were
the field,
like right on the side.
The bleachers are like a couple of feet off the sideline. Second and 9 for the Warriors. TJ Guy jumps into the sky and makes this guy.
Oh, TJ's got some speed.
Yeah, he does.
That quarterback's pretty quick.
He kept up with him.
Yeah.
Grant's pass is incomplete.
There's a flag down. Oh my God.
There is a flag on the play.
Holding on Mansfield. Make sure you call everything, ref. Make sure you call everything.
Tom's trying to emphasize different syllables now. So he used to be, there is a flag. No.
Well, he's still trying to maintain some modicum of diplomacy, but it's hard.
That's tough with that one phrase to say it more than 3 or 4 different ways. But
Did you see the Phantom called? What was it? Personal foul penalty against the Hornets. It'll be first and 10.
There's been a lot of personal foul penalties.
Very personal. I'm personally insulted. Personally offended.
I think next flag there's a yellow flag on the. I think we should.
How about the soccer? How about a red card? I'm going to give you a red card, ref.
It reminds me of the Milford game in terms of the number of penalties. Oh, that was probably a legitimate flag.
Grant's pass is incomplete.
It's got to be called for interference.
There is a flag.
There's a flag on the play against the Hornets.
What's the over/under, Mike, on number of flags from here on in?
Before you
open the window and scream out, "Oh, come on!"
First and 10 Warriors at the Hornet 41.
Can you have more flags?
Mask up, please. Mask up, please. We're still observing COVID precautions here.
Is it possible to have more flags than the number of plays from scrimmage?
Or
I
yards
think it
rushing,
is.
or yards gained.
Because you can have offsetting penalties. I think it's possible.
Is it a transitory mathematical equation? Ergo, yes. But for there go.
Here comes our 2 buddies out here. Throw it to one of these guys. He's been running out here every play to line up. Come on, throw it to him.
Look at TJ. Oh, he's being held. He's being held. There you go. It's a flag on them now.
Oh, jeez.
They were holding TJ Guy.
Pass is incomplete.
I was watching TJ Guy, and they're holding his shirt.
There is a flag on the play.
Mike, you know those cannons they have at professional games?
Come in.
Against the Warriors.
You know, they shoot those T-shirts with the cannons. They should just load those up with yellow flags and shoot them all over the field here. This might be a record for penalties in a game. I mean, do they keep track of that in the Hockomock?
Well, how about consecutive plays?
Yeah.
I think that might have been like the 7th consecutive play with a flag.
Yeah, it seems like it. Seems like 100.
37. First and 37 for the Warriors.
Draw.
Nothing there. He throws it away. Everyone's covered. This secondary's got these guys covered like a blanket.
Yeah. Our secondary's unbelievable.
Oh, wait, there's a flag. No. Yellow helmet.
2nd and 37.
Yeah, here's a statistic I want to know the answer to.
Yeah.
Who has caught more passes, the opposing team or our secondary? I bet it's not.
That's a close one.
I bet it's
It
not
could be a tie.
that far
It could
off.
be a tie. 2nd and 25.
Although Franklin, I think they ran off a series of passes at one point, maybe with the subs in.
Oh, and TJ Guy came in like a shot. I don't know who's supposed to be blocking TJ Guy, but he comes flying in there.
No one can block him.
He just hops around the guy.
Yeah. What I haven't seen, I don't think I've seen so far this year, is him just pasting the quarterback.
Well, he runs in fast, and sometimes he's in so deep they just step up around him.
Yeah.
I think he'd be well advised to be a little more under control there, but who am I to talk? He's going to
He's going to
I'm giving him advice. Just sit there in the box and watch the game, old man. I'm giving him advice. Let me tell you a few things, son. You're going to Michigan. Here's what you got to remember. Bo Schemblacker. He's going to play for that, what's his name? The coach. Again, mine's going here.
The brother?
The brother, Harmon,
Yeah.
Harrod, begins with an H. Oh, a little draw there.
I can't even think of the Michigan.
Harmon, Hartley. What's his name? Begins with an H, right?
Is it the same guy?
John and Jim. Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
I knew the initials and everything. But he hasn't won there in like years.
I guess
Ohio State's been mopping the floor with him.
There wasn't a lot of competition for this role that we assumed here.
What, here for you and I?
4th down and
Are they breaking down the doors to
I can't
apply for
remember.
jobs?
We had the best kicker in like decades last year.
Thank God you came up with it. I'm walking around scratching my head.
I can't.
To Bolt. That's right.
I can't remember Michigan's head
It's like
coach.
saying, I don't remember who used to play quarterback for the Patriots. The name escapes me. Don't know the number. I don't know the name. I know. Another lineman kick. Don't they have anyone else that can kick it? That's a 10-yard punt. Poor bastard. Poor guy.
goes out of bounds. 1st and 10, Hornets at their own 45.
Live television.
Well,
9.
hopefully you haven't tuned in to be educated in the sport of football, but
Well, we've seen a lot of flags flying today.
that's true.
Speaking of that, when's Flag Day, Mike? We should celebrate that tonight.
June 14th.
Look at you. Look at you.
I don't know.
I think it's right.
All right, if this is the King Philip game,
What does
we've
Taunton hold for us?
well, Taunton thankfully is away, but
Attleboro.
by next Friday, you're going to have to come up with several
We're going to have to reach in
several
deep
topics.
into the bag of tricks, Felix's bag of tricks for some stories or trivia or smoking
I don't think that's
recipes.
going to be a pretty game.
Oh.
I think that's going to be closer to Franklin than this one.
And the mercy rule doesn't kick into the second half, huh?
Right.
Oh. So is Taunton the final game?
Taunton was moved to 2 weeks from now. There was an open slot. I think they were trying to schedule some cross Hockomock League games, but since the game with Taunton was postponed, they moved it to the 16th, I think.
And then we have
And then
Foxborough, and that's it.
The 24th, I think, is a Saturday against Foxborough. I think Foxborough's got a decent team,
yeah.
but it's hard to tell because they don't play any of the same teams.
Oh, that
I know
one got
Stoughton beat them, but
Yeah.
that's always an emotional game.
Yeah.
Sacco on the carry, Harry Brown on the stop for the Warriors.
It's nice to have that, right? You know, it's for decades, for
Oh, yeah.
many decades, and even though we're in different division, it's nice to have that intensity
Yeah.
against Foxborough.
Yeah, because you could be winless, and still, if you can beat your
Yeah.
rival, you got something to talk about. Did you ever read that article by Callahan from the Herald about the Thanksgiving Day game?
No.
Oh, Mike, you got to read that.
Jerry
Jerry Callahan, writer for the Herald.
Yeah.
He wrote this like about 20 years ago, and I think they reprinted every Thanksgiving. It's just a story about being a high school kid. You're lacing up your cleats and your pads with your teammates you've been playing with for years. It's your last game. You're not going to college and play football. The last time you might see some of your friends. Your family's there. Whether you win or lose, I mean, you get these memories that are going to last a long time. It's very well written, and you can really connect with it. You probably just Google it. It's probably in the internet
Yeah,
now.
sounds like legendary column. Did you play on Thanksgiving when you were in high school, or
We
was your
did.
season over?
No, we
did.
did.
You?
Yeah. It was a weird year. We played Boston Tech because we used to play Waltham, but they mixed it up and they played someone else. And we had Boston Tech, which was a nothing game really. High snap. Good kick.
Nice kick.
Caught. Taken out of bounds. Nope.
Oh, nice run.
Nice run. Good little runner there, number one for King Philip. Good hands.
Jonathan Joseph on the return.
John Joseph.
Mark DiGirolamo on the stop. 1st and 10 Warriors from their own.
Still got a lot of our starters in there. Well, I mean, we don't exactly have huge numbers either. I mean, we got certainly more players than KP does, but
you got to consider it's a short season.
yeah, it's only 6-game season.
These guys, they want to play.
TJ looks a little gimpy.
And a timeout. Timeout.
Mercifully, we haven't had a lot of timeouts this
No,
game.
I know. So what do you think the reason is for this timeout here, Mike? 6:48
I
left
don't
in
know
the
if
game.
it was
Big lead.
substitutions, I think.
Maybe, yeah.
Looks like they're shuffling some guys in and out of the lineup here.
Okay.
Although it's Holmes, it's
Holmes
not like
coming
it's
back
not
in,
like
yeah.
the next run. I didn't realize I've been getting text messages from Mike Mallon.
Oh, yeah? Is he watching the game live?
One of them is Harbaugh.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mallon. That would have saved us a little bit of a headache.
Okay.
We got that about 10 minutes ago.
DeBolt is at Bridgeton Academy.
Thank you, sir. Send that man a Easter egg.
So
I got my glasses here.
he's been he did the one game. One time you were out and Mike Mallon did the game.
Yeah.
he was terrific. He was so funny. He starts out. He said, "Look, Mike, you've been doing this for years. I'll just fill in. If there's some dead air, I'll throw in a comment here or there." I didn't get a word in. I did not get it. It was great. He just went like every player.
Well, he bleeds.
Knew the whole.
He bleeds Haunted Green. I mean, he's a big fan. He goes way back.
Yeah.
Big fan, yeah.
So if I had just looked at my phone, for every pregnant pause we had where we were trying to come up,
Yep.
he just has them listed.
He could
Harbaugh, DeBolt, Bridgeton
Bridgeton
Academy.
Academy. Okay, yeah. So I guess my guess on Bentley and Stonehill was a little off, huh?
So,
The 3 states away. Here's the quarterback going to throw deep. He's got a guy open. And he drops it. A little tough catch. That would have been a great catch.
he's Malin is basically the third announcer here. Like, he has given us live feeds, and I just
Wow. You know, we got to get that. We got to get that phone like up on the big screen so we can watch it. That'll be like our prompter. You can just feed us lines and information. He's probably got the trivia questions, like Division I players and number of penalties and for the record in the league and all that stuff.
it's tough getting so tantalizingly close to the mercy rule, but just not quite there.
You know, it's 4:59 left in the game. It's still 28-0 Mansfield. King Philip trying to avoid the second shutout in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, good point.
And they punt it away, off to the side, out of bounds. All right, Mansfield takes over. 4:51 left. I guess at this point it's not really any benefit to get to the mercy rule because there's only 4.5 minutes left.
First and 10 from the 27.
Yeah, that would be particularly painful.
Yeah, it would.
If we score 30
2 seconds left. Yeah.
I wonder if we'll have some fresh faces in there now. Number 5.
Paul Horning.
Is a new face.
Travis Hennessy.
Let's see, who was our quarterback here? Is Hennessy the quarterback? No, 12. Cam Walsh.
Oh, look at this guy. Did Sincere Gill change jerseys?
Boy,
that the freshman?
That did look like him, didn't it?
It did. That cutback looked just like him.
C.J. Bell on the carry.
C.J. Bell.
Harry Brown on the tackle for the Warriors.
That was a great run.
Great run.
That's a gain of 27 yards. First and 10.
Jeez, Walsh is a junior. Be a fun year. Season ends in April, and then it picks up again a few months later.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, God willing.
Yeah.
No gain there. I know. I just hope we don't hear some crazy. Oh, there's a new strain, new wave, new surge. Everyone hunker down again. Don't you get the feeling there's a lot of people that are on the verge of snapping emotionally and mentally? It's just like being cooped up, not being able to get out and do things.
Yeah.
It's just like
yours truly.
Yeah, I mean everyone.
Cam Walsh is into the game at quarterback for the Hornets.
I don't know people that just they've never been to a restaurant in like the last 12 months.
Right.
It's like wide, nothing there. Okay.
Cam Walsh on the keeper.
Well, you had worked it from home before this, but it was a big adjustment to, hard to find any separation from work. You're just.
That's the thing, Mike. You know, the management always thought, well, we can't have people working from home. They'll just sit around and do nothing. But if the work doesn't get done, it shows. Yeah. So you have to do the work. But the trouble is the other way. You'll sit there, watch TV or having dinner, and you're like, oh, I could get that work done. That project, I'll get going on that. And you're working after hours at night, and there's always enough work to do, so you're never caught up. So you have to shut it down and say, okay, I'm done.
Yeah.
I put in a good 3 hours, and I'm done for the day. Because that does still go on, I guess, for some people. Oh, they blew the whistle and he got teed off on. How about a flag there? The one time they need a flag.
Yeah.
Whistles are blown and this kid was smacked.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Right? You hear the whistle,
The kid relaxes and this
Yeah.
kid's getting him lined up.
Connor Zukowski in the game at quarterback for the Hornets.
Oh, we've got all kinds of quarterbacks here. Cam Walsh was in.
Yeah.
Connor
Third and
Zukowski.
18 from the Hornet 47.
2:25 left.
In a scoreless second half.
Go on the second half.
It's been a nail biter.
We saw some nice runs. Saw some nice moves.
This feels like a delay of game coming up.
We got some new faces
New
in there on
quarterback.
offense.
It's taken them a while.
There might be, I hate to say it, there might be some flags here if anybody's off. So high snap, handoff. Oh, he got it up to the 50-yard line.
C.J. Bell on the carry.
I think we're going to be hearing that name quite a bit. The
C.J.
next
Bell.
3 years.
Yeah.
Harry Brown on the stop.
I mean, it's really pretty rare to have a freshman getting the playing time.
Yeah.
4th and 15 from midfield.
They're really, Corey Eason. There haven't been that many freshmen.
Holmes did it, right?
Was Holmes a freshman? Yeah.
I think he was tackling everybody in a freshman year.
Was
Yeah.
he? Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's not that common.
No. Especially when you have a good team and there's lots of upperclassmen that are capable. I mean, to break into that lineup.
Especially I don't know if especially, but at the running back position where we just have such a large stable, for a freshman to rise up through the ranks there is really.
Coach Redding does a great job getting guys in and out of there, getting them some carries, some shots. Spread it around.
We've had quite a few punts.
Good snap. Nice kick. It's going to bounce. Oh, it's going to keep bouncing. Oh, did it hit him? Did it hit him? He's doing a little karaoke around that ball. Little
Gilleran's punt is all the way
sidewalk
down
skip.
to the Warrior 3-yard
Great
line.
punt.
1st and 10.
A 47-yard punt.
Got a nice favorable bounce there.
Yeah.
41 seconds left, Mike. Now you're a mathematician. I want the probability of a comeback by King Philip. You can't say there's no chance because there's some chance.
That's true.
So what are the odds? What are the chances? Same as a comet hitting the Earth or less?
I'd say pretty close.
I heard there was a comet that went by the Earth like a couple weeks ago. They said it was a near miss, but it was like 100 million miles. But
really?
In space terminology, that's pretty close.
How do you come up with this stuff?
Well, just watch Facebook feed. And you click on one article and you get fed a bunch more of the same category. Up the middle. We're looking for safety. These kids are looking for safeties on the sidelines.
William Astorino on the carry. Aiden Devlin on the stop for the Hornets.
Might be time for one more play, Mike.
Gain of 1 on the play.
Oh, they might just walk off the field here. Kind of like when the basketball players just stand there with the ball. And
Dribble it out.
That's the game. Well, the Hornets continue undefeated this year, this shortened season, this COVID season.
And that is the ball game.
And that's the final score, Mike, 28-0. We saw Everett Knowlton have a lot of big plays, a couple of touchdowns. Sincere Gill with some great runs. What are your final thoughts on this, Mike? What's your takeaway from this big game?
My takeaway is we beat Milton by 2 touchdowns. Milton beat KP by 2 touchdowns. Milford. Therefore, we should have beaten KP by 4 touchdowns, and the final score is
28-0. It's math.
It's just
you
math.
Can't argue with the math. Well, thank you all, folks. Mansfield's gathering on the sideline for their wrap-up, and we're going to wrap it up here, too. Thanks for joining in. If you can come next week and watch us online, live, we'd be happy to announce the game for you. This is Larry Smith.
And we'll have live Mallon Field.
Mike Mallon's
feeds from next week.
Larry Smith with Mike Zongetti, signing off for Mansfield Football.